guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. This is a channel where we talk about everything positivity and do everything creativity as we exalt Christ. So today I'm here with another video. Today I'm going to mention some of the YouTubers that have really had a big part in my spiritual growth and my Christian life. Some are actually YouTubers that I watch for entertainment, but they are believers. So today I'm going to mention some Christian YouTubers that I watch. I personally recognize myself as a Christian YouTuber. If at all you didn't know, yeah, I am a Christian YouTuber. The main reason why I started this channel was to use it as a platform to exalt Christ, but also to do some other things that I believe that God has gifted me with. So yeah, that's why I specifically like Christian YouTubers. Not like I don't listen to the rest of the YouTuber. I do, but for me to start a Christian YouTube channel, I got a lot of influence from fellow Christian YouTubers. And today I'm going to mention such YouTubers or such YouTube channels. Let me just make this disclaimer. These are the channels that I'm going to mention, or rather the YouTubers that I'm going to mention, are not epitome of Christianity or Christian faith. These are just people who are trying to use their channels to exalt Christ. So again, we know that people are just people. At some point, maybe someone may do something or say something that you don't agree with, or I may not agree. I may not be agreeing with them 100%, but I think these are people that I have learned a lot from. So it's not like they are perfect people, but I think there's so much you can learn from by watching them. The first YouTuber that I'm going to mention is KTLA Morning. She's called, KTLA Morning. She is based in the US. I think she used to live in California, but right now she's located, I'm not sure of the place she's based at the moment. KTLA Morning is a young woman that usually shares the word, both in her YouTube channel, her social media platforms, and even with other Christian organizations. She's also an actor, a musician. Yeah, she's basically a performer. She's gifted in performing arts, which she has been doing over the years, and also modeling and all that kind of thing. I like her because when I watched her, especially the first time I watched her, I learned a lot about fasting, praying, doing devotion and such things. So basically that's her. As far as faith videos are concerned, she mostly does that kind, or even forgiving, and she gives her personal, life examples. And she also does fashion, beauty, and all that good stuff that ladies like. So if you like that, it's also there. Also relationship stuff. She does some things with his husband on his channel, so you can go check on her. So the second one that I'm going to recommend is Alisa Dene, but her channel is called Wonderful Acts. Yes, it's called Wonderful Acts. She mostly talks about some of the mysterious things. Should I call it mysterious, or like miraculous things that God has done for her, or rather that's how she started. But she also does more or less the same things as KTLA Morning as far as faith-based things are concerned, and relationship. They actually do more, they say, or more or less the same things, but she doesn't do so much of like fashion. I don't think she does any of fashion and beauty and all that. She does more of faith, and she's quite bold, she's quite bold on her platform. So the other person that I'm going to mention is Leah Essence. Leah Essence is also one of the other female YouTubers that I've been watching for some time, and I've really learned a lot from. So she also does more or less like KTLA Morning and the other people. Okay, the two that I've mentioned already are from US, and Leah Essence is also from US. She also does relationship. Whenever she does that, it has been a while since she does that. She does vlogs. She does beauty, fashion, and all that good stuff. But she also does faith. She's bold about her faith, and I like her for that. Another YouTuber that I'm going to mention is Nia Seres. Nia Seres has a channel that is called Crowned in Faith, and she's quite bold about her faith. She's based in the UK. She's an African actually, from Cote d'Ivoire, and she's based in the UK, studying there now, doing her masters. I think I know her from way back when she was doing her undergrads, and yeah, it has been a journey between me and her, just watching her channel really. And she's one of the people that really encouraged me to start my own channel. Nia Seres actually has a video particularly that she was talking about how you can start your own Christian channel, what you need, and that really inspired me to start my own. Yeah, so she's one of the people that motivated me. But besides that, Nia Seres is one bold lady. She's very young. I think in her early 20s, maybe 24 max now, maybe 23, maybe 24 now. But she's so bold. I remember some of the vlogs she'll do witnessing in the streets of United Kingdom. You guys, when I was, if you've watched my unpopular opinions video, you've heard me mention of some of the things I do or don't do. And when I was walking this journey of me just picking, or rather choosing to stick on very unpopular opinions, or rather unpopular way of life, I thought that, well, this is just a third world country kind of thing. This is just, you know, the perception we have about the West, they're more exposed. But me watching some of these ladies and seeing them walking this journey, and some of them are in the most exposed, or rather modern countries or states. It has been an encouragement for me, like being a young Christian lady in Africa, choosing to live in a certain way and feeling okay, even people like making me to feel old school. But again, when I watch some other ladies in states like California, in countries that like UK, you know, in London, and our perception is usually those people are exposed, so of course, you know, but them choosing to live in a certain way was a really encouraging moment for me. Like me just always watching them, I've been encouraged. I'll say that I got more affirmation to live my life the way I choose to, because of some of them. So the other person that I want to talk about is Lindsey. Who doesn't know Lindsey? Okay, you guys don't know her. Let me assume that. Yeah, the other person that I want to mention is Lindsey. She actually comes to Kenya once in a while. I think she was here in 2018, and 2017. Yeah, she was here some 2 years consecutively. Heather is one nice lady. I love the way she's also very bold about her faith. I love the way she's in love with Christ. Like, her love for Christ is evident whenever she speaks, whenever she's on the stage, like preaching. And these are some of the ladies that I really admire, and I hope, not like I can become more of a photocopy of them, but I can walk the bold life. Like, I can live the bold life like they do. Like, they're never ashamed to pursue Christ, to put their faith in Christ, and to allow people to look at them in a certain way and think they're weird. So yeah, I really love Lindsey. I think I can go on and on. She also has an organization for ladies called Pinky Promise, for ladies who've devoted their life for Christ to pursue God with their life. So yeah, you can check Lindsey, you can check Pinky Promise. There you will get some of her videos, or most of her videos. Okay, the other channel that I want to recommend is With the Perrys. Actually, this is a recent channel for the Perrys. It's a couple, like the lady is called Jackie Hill Perry. If you watch again my unpopular opinion video, I mentioned Jackie Hill Perry about her lifestyle before. She's married to Christian Perry, and together they have a channel called With the Perrys. This channel started during this quarantine period, so it's not so old. They actually vlog about their lifestyle, and they also have conversations there. The next channel that I'm going to talk about is the Ozonuos. You need Ozonuos. I think it's called Ozonuos. Ozonuo is Ezekiel Ozonuo and his wife Kayana. Yeah, Ezekiel Ozonuo is from Nigeria, but his wife is from the US, African American. She's African American. Actually, the Perrys and Ozonuos are friends, and I think also the Lindseys. So okay, the Perrys and Ozonuos do poetry. They do spoken word. They are spoken word artists. I think Ezekiel has done a gig in Kenya, but Preston has not done any gig in Kenya. So yeah. So these are people you can always meet with whenever they have gigs in Kenya. But apart from that, Ozonuo they do conversations about how do you know he's the one. Mostly relationship, also about mental health, and so on and so on. You just go and check them. This next is the Co-Life. The Co-Life is an interracial couple, and I think it's quite an interesting one, especially now that there has been issues of interracial or racial issues in the US, and I really like them because they are believers first, and then they're also bold about issues of race, and they usually do those sit-down videos and discuss those issues of race, but sometimes they also discuss about faith they discuss about finances and every other video that vloggers do. Yeah, so I really like them. I find them quite interesting. They're funny people and it's a good place to learn from. The other person that I watch is Daphne. If you know Daphne, my dear, that name is Hodge. Let us call her Daphne today. So Daphne also does faith videos. She basically preaches, I think. Like, she basically shares scriptures. She does prayers on certain days, depending again with her schedule, because she's a student. She's a fashion design student in the UK. She's also an African. She's from Zimbabwe. Once in a while she does vlogs, which are quite rare, but they're there. So the other channel that I'm going to suggest is Going Beyond Ministries by Priscilla Shearer. I think Priscilla Shearer is quite known. It's just that I think some people who shares her videos don't even know that that's Priscilla Shearer, but she's that lady that you usually see in your videos. Those videos you know you share, that is Priscilla Shearer. Okay, maybe not, but yeah, Priscilla Shearer shares really nice videos and she's quite bold as she preaches. I think Going Beyond Ministries is a ladies ministry that she has, and it's quite a good one. There are also other interviews that she has done with her sister, with her mother. If you don't know, Priscilla Shearer is the daughter of Tony Evans, and they just lost their mom in December. I think that is. So may her soul rest in peace. Her mom's channel was also quite something, and her sister, but today I'm just talking of Going Beyond Ministries. If you're a lady struggling with so much, like even just starting, maybe forgiveness, all these issues, she has so many videos that she has tackled so many issues. Yeah, so kindly go check her out. The person that I'm recommending is not a lady but a man. I'm recommending David Person. I talk about reading my Bible, and I've been reading my Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I finished the first round, so I'm in my second round. The first round took me like 3 years. It's crazy. It was so hard that at some point I had to look for resources. And when looking for resources, I came across David Person, who preaches from one book to another. Like even when he's preaching about a topic, like say the Holy Spirit, he will look at places where the Holy Spirit is mentioned from Genesis to Revelation. So yeah, when I was doing that, I got to come across David Person, and I consumed a lot of his content. And again, speaking of that, we lost David Person. This, I think, was it last month, but one. Again, may his soul rest in peace. But he has been very instrumental, and even just talking about purpose in my previous video, looking at him, maybe it's not left much, but it's left us so many resources. But I think we will use beyond even knowing him. Maybe right now is when you will go to know about him yet. You know, his resources are going to live beyond him. So the other channel that I'm going to recommend is the Bible Project. You guys, if you don't know about the Bible Project, what do you know? So I got to know about the Bible Project again while I was reading my Bible from Genesis to Revelation, which was the hardest thing ever. Like, I came across the Bible Project, which is a project that basically help people to be able to read the Bible, and they have various videos. Like, for example, they have if you're reading the book of Esther, they will have a preview of the book of Esther in cartoon form. Like, they will basically show you everything in cartoon form and narrate the story, such that when you go and read and you meet some terms and characters that you don't understand, you can always refer to what you saw in the cartoon. And speaking of that, let me know if you want to know some of the tools I've used while reading the Bible, or rather that I use for my devotion. It's so unfortunate that in Kenya we don't have as many Christian YouTube channels or YouTubers. Like, their churches, like many churches have their YouTube channel, but I'm not talking about a conventional way of sharing the word, which is also good, but I'm talking about someone just sharing their walk with Christ. We don't have many of those. I know we had Julie K, who was a Christian YouTuber. She identified herself as a believer, then did everything else like parenting, relationship, lifestyle, and all that. But she hasn't, I was checking her YouTube channel recently, she hasn't shared as much. There has been a number of people who've left YouTube who are sharing the gospel. I don't know why. but I'm going to share a few that actually barely any. So the first person that I want to recommend is Soila and Curtis, who are Christian YouTubers, and I like their channel because they're a young Christian couple who shared their journey, and they usually share topics, really deep topics. Like there's a time they were dealing with soul ties. They've shared a lot of things in their channel. You go check their channel. And this is not it's not an advertisement, I'm really just sharing out of my own accord. So there's Soila and Curtis, whom I really consume their content, let me just be sincere. The next is Esther Kazungu, whom I learned of recently. I actually knew her, but I don't know why I thought that she was she shared hair tutorials or something. I thought that she did that, and wedding vlogs. I actually thought she did wedding and hair. And when I watched her recent video, I realized that she's going into sharing more of her faith, which has been a hard thing. I think it has been a hard thing for many Kenyans to do that. I know that that being said, I know that there are so many Kenyan YouTubers who are believers. I don't refute that. They're living their Christian life faithfully and serving God, but I feel that we've not been able to master the courage to be bold online with our lifestyle. Like as you do your lifestyle, you're bold about your faith, which I think is a good thing. I don't think everyone think like that, but I think it's a good thing as far as the next generation is concerned. Because personally, like me, when I was choosing to do some things that requires of my faith, I was able to get good example of certain people who I thought highly of, and that gave me a boost, or rather a motivation or an inspiration to live right. So yeah, so the last channel that I'm going to talk about is I Am Mad. You guys, before I started my channel, I was doing YouTube. Was I really doing YouTube? I was doing videos for another YouTube channel, which I don't think I've stopped doing for them. Sikuambiwa enda sasa, we've started your YouTube channel, go, we don't need you here. No, I just told them that at some point I feel that I will start my own channel, so I can always do videos on that platform. If you want to see me very, very shy on camera, go to that channel and check me out. It's called I Am Mad, which means I am making a difference. So go to that channel and check their content. Subscribe, guys, subscribe if you're supporting me here. Those are the channels, or rather YouTubers, that I've been watching for some time. I watch all sorts of channels. They don't have to be necessarily Christian channels. Like I watch a lot of Anyango, is it? I'm getting confused. It used to be Nywele Chronicles. Yeah, I do watch a lot of her videos. You guys already know that I like hair tutorials, so I watch a lot of her videos. I watch a whole bunch of people, but today I specifically wanted to talk about Christian YouTubers who have influenced my life in a very great extent. So thank you for watching this video. I haven't been feeling well for some time, and I was also just contemplating on not doing this, but I'm glad that I've been able to do it. If I sound different, kindly forgive. Yeah, kindly remember to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe. But nonetheless, thank you for coming this far. May God bless you, may God keep you, may God watch over you. Be blessed. See you next time. Na bahari ulizonivukisha, sitasahau mimi.